Sup guys, it's Cool Story Bro. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the Magic Trackpad 2. So this is a brand new Magic Trackpad. This is the space gray version and it's the second generation. Try and focus in for you guys. You can actually see it says Magic Trackpad 2 space gray. And it cost me $89.99, so basically $90 altogether. You can't beat Apple design, it's just amazing. So let's get to the unboxing of the Magic Trackpad 2, the space gray version. So I actually took the cellophane off and I've opened this. Just wanted to see inside and it's beautiful. So all you have to do is just slide it at the right, like so, which is really nice. And then we are greeted with the trackpad itself. Beautiful space gray, gotta say, it's beautiful. And this is it. Really nice, look at that, beautiful, right? It's made out of glass and aluminium and it's a beautiful, beautiful design, I must say. I think it's the most beautiful design I've ever seen from a trackpad. You can get them in space gray and you can get them in white. This is the space gray version. On the side, it tilts up, which is really nice. On the back, of course, we've got this beautiful, let me just shine it in the light. Look at that, beautiful Apple logo. When you actually pull it down on your desk, like so, you will actually see that it's not going to move. If I put loads of force on it, it moves a bit, but not much. So you got that total control. You click on something on your iMac, like it's not gonna move, and you know, it's really big. So it's like you got the full advantage of a trackpad there, which is awesome. Side of the device, we've got the USB port to actually charge the device up. We got the power button, so this is on and off. So when you click it on right now, you can actually see on my Mac itself, zoom in for you guys, you can see it's fully on. So when I turn it off, like so, it will say the trackpad has been turned off. So it's searching for one, but it's not because it's turned off. And then of course we have the black USB cable, which is really nice. I would think if you get the white one, you get a white USB cable, but with this one, you get a black USB cable. You'll be able to use it because it's the same adapter as the iPhone and the iPad, which is awesome. So you can actually use it with your other devices. The good thing is with this trackpad is it lasts for a very long time, a month and a half, I've gotta say. And it was amazing because I use it every single day. And sometimes when you don't use it, it's best to actually turn it off. I just basically switch it off and I've noticed you save a lot of battery life, and the battery life in this is just amazing. So it's really, really nice. And the reason why to go with a trackpad rather than a mouse, if you're a creative person, and this is the best product to go for. Now this cost me $89.99, so basically $90 altogether. Now I know it's a pretty steep price for people that probably think, oh, hang on, I can buy a mouse or a trackpad for this price. But to be honest with you, when you buy this, you'd be thinking the money is well worth it. Especially for me, because I love creating, I'm a YouTuber, and it's so easy just to navigate and to, you know, trim and stuff like that. I've been using this Logitech keyboard, which is pretty cool because it's got a keyboard and a mouse all together, but look at the size compared to that. I mean, you can't go wrong. The whole of this is touch, so you can touch it there, you can touch it there, and that even if you had your cursor there, it would still move there. With this one, it's just so small, can't touch it there, and you know, it's just really small and it's got the clicks there. It's not really useful for me, especially if you're a creator. But when you're a creator and you use this, you'd be feeling like you've got the whole universe of your iMac in the palm of your hands. It's just amazing. I'm going to show you how to quickly set it up. It's pretty easy. And this is one from buying used ones. And they've been saying like, well, the features that this guy's got, I haven't got. So this will probably help you. So if you are buying a used one, you know, the previous user might have actually turned the settings off. It's probably because the users most probably turn the settings off because they prefer it. That's the good thing about this trackpad. You can have it as your very own. You can turn the features off, you can turn the force touch if you want it off or on, you can turn anything off. It's basically like creating your own trackpad the way that you want it to be. Really nice, like it says, $89.99 altogether, so $90 altogether from a local Apple store. It's gorgeous, like it says, they come in space gray and space white. It's just amazing piece of accessory to get if you do have an iMac and you didn't actually get a trackpad. If you've got a mouse, then, you know, to be honest with you, upgrade to the trackpad. You won't go wrong. It's just awesome. This is my iMac and I'm going to show you how to set up your trackpad. So basically what you have to do is go to this icon, this Apple icon on the top left hand side, and then you want to go to System Preferences, and then you want to go to trackpad. If you have the mouse, you want to go to the mouse one, and then if you have the trackpad like me, of course, you go to the trackpad. These are all the features you can actually switch on and off. The owner who's actually had it previously, sometimes the settings are switched off, so you're probably thinking, well, hang on, how comes I can't do that? How comes I can't actually pinch the zoom? How comes I can't actually change the rotation on my photos? And this is probably why. So it's pretty easy to do. Like I says, when you click on them, you've got this nice, beautiful presentation. Secondary click, pretty easy. I always use that, everyone uses that. But some people do turn it off. So say if you're not a big fan of it, you can actually click it off like so. So this will be actually turned off. Now, the good thing is, if you go down here, you can actually click into the bottom right hand corner, click into, it depends which one matches your style, and that is on the top one as well. For force click or tap with 3 fingers, tap to click, where you can actually turn it off if you don't really like it. But I do like it, so I actually turn it on. Now the clicking, you can have it on light, so it's like really light of clicking. In the middle, so you can have it really middle, in the middle of clicking, you can have it firm. I have it always firm, even on my MacBook I have it firm. Now tracking speed is a pretty awesome one. Now this is probably where, when people buy used ones, people's like, wow, it's so slow. And you know, like I said, the settings are kind of like hidden away, but when you click on this is probably the reason, because some people do have it in the middle and you're not really getting, well for me, you're not really getting that performance of it all. I mean, it still moves and everything, but I'm used to a fast one. I mean, look at this compared to, like, this is the slow one. Look at that, that's like really slow. But if you go on to the fast one, of course, it's like, wow, zoom in. And because the trackpad size is so big that it's just really nice, you can basically just move anywhere. So say if you have your iMac in a quiet room or like in a bedroom, and you know, your girlfriend or your wife or your husband's asleep, and you know, when they're trying to sleep, they don't want to hear, make sure if you want the silent click, make sure it's turned on, and that will just solve your problems. But for me, like it says, I'm going to turn it off because I don't really need it. It's not a big feature for me. For people that really have their iMacs, so some people have their iMacs in the bedrooms, and you know, they just want to try and study and probably get a lot of work done when, you know, when the wife or the girlfriend or the husband or the boyfriend's in bed sleeping, and you know, they don't want to be hearing. So yeah, it's a nice feature for some people. For me, it's not. So force clicking, of course, this is known for the iPhone X, the Apple Watch, and I love it, so I'm actually going to click that on. So if you don't want it, like it says, all you have to do is basically do that, and it's not on, but I'm going to have it on, which is nice, right? So scroll to zoom from going up to right. So like, say if you was looking at an article, and sometimes there's like a little, like on the left, there's like a little, you know, like I forget what it's called. It's like a little line, and you just go down. You don't have to do that on an iMac. That's what I love about Apple products. It's just awesome. So zoom in and out, of course, I'm always using this, especially if you're a big fan of looking at photos and you just want to see that nice, beautiful photo, and you want to zoom in to see the quality of the photo. So that is an awesome one to actually have on. But like I says, if you don't want it on, it's pretty simple, just turn it off, but of course I'm going to have it on. Smart zoom in, which is awesome, really zoomed, and it's not zoomed out, it's just like, as they call it, a smart zoom, so it's just the perfect zoom, so you can actually read articles, which is awesome. So rotation, now this is good for people that like taking photos and people that love photography. This is the best one to actually have on, because I always use this. I use this when making YouTube videos, and sometimes you take that beautiful photo and you're thinking, oh my God, I've actually took the photo the wrong way around. My iMac is displaying it, or my iPad is displaying it. Just go on your iPhoto and just copy the gestures, make the photo the way that you want it to be, which is awesome. So more gestures, as you can see, so switch between pages, which is an awesome one. Switch between a full screen apps, which is cool. If you use so many apps, you can switch between them. So say if you was concentrating on, I wouldn't say you can do it with games, of course, but I wouldn't actually do it. But say if you was working on iPhotos or iMovies at the same time, It's a pretty cool one. I love that one. Notification center. I'm always using notification center on my MacBook and my iMac. Of course, you can actually, as you can see, go on the right hand side of the trackpad, and you can actually make sure that you can actually see all your notifications, like your missed calls, your text messages, or sometimes when I have notifications on, like, say if I'm watching an item on eBay and I don't really want to be waiting for like probably 2 hours, 3 hours, you can have notifications on there and it will say, look, oh, this item ends in so many minutes, why don't you put a bid in so you can win? It's helped me so many times and it's won me a lot of items, I must say. So mission control, which is pretty awesome. So you can actually, you can actually change that one if you wanted to, which is like going through all your applications, what's actually running in the background. So say if you're thinking like, your Mac's not running really good, say if you haven't got much RAM and your Mac is really running slow, you can see what's actually running in the background. You can actually quit them if you wanted to. That's a pretty cool one if you've got that problem. But for me, I haven't, because the RAM is perfect in this one. But it's pretty cool, so you can actually see what you're actually working on as well. The app exposure, which is awesome, so it just gives you a nice, beautiful view of your applications and stuff like that, which is nice. Launchpad, I love the Launchpad. It just reminds me of my iPhone and iPad, and it's so easy to go backwards and inwards, as you can see. He was working on a project on an application, and you think, oh, I need this program like QuickTime Player to watch this video. You can do that. Just go on your Launchpad and it's pretty easy. Show desktop. Sometimes when you copy and paste a photo and you're thinking, did it save on my desktop or not? So you can actually just do that gesture and you can see if photo is copy and paste or the link is copy and paste, which is nice. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, let me know, and hopefully you enjoy this.